No secret, the 2022 real estate world, it was a weird one. We came in riding hot off 2021 prices and activity. FOMO was pushing the market. People were buying with the fear of missing out at a clip we have not seen before. And then the rate hike announcement came in March, and we started to see a little bit of buyer reluctance creep into the market. And by the third hike in June, the world felt like it had stopped. Obviously, it did not. Sellers still sold, buyers still bought, but not at the clip that we are used to. And now we creep into 2023, and I want to go over what I feel the world is going to look like when it comes to real estate. Before I do so, this is just a mere prediction. Last year, I predicted prices would continue on the climb until the second or third quarter, and I was wrong. So take this with a grain of salt, but this is just my opinion and what I feel we are going to experience. Now, January 25th, that is the next rate hike that the Bank of Canada has set, or they have the announcement set. Some feel there will be a rate hike, others feel that we are going to hold strong. And I feel if there is a rate hike, then we are going to see and experience the same market that we are currently in, which is there's buyer reluctance and some people are playing the wait and see approach. However, if they decide to hold the rates, then I feel there will be a bit more activity because now the buyers are saying, okay, these are the rates and these are the prices. Let's start to shop. And then we should see a little more pulse, a little more activity when it comes to people putting pen to paper and giving offers on homes. Now, what does this all mean? Well, it depends where you sit in the market. If you're a seller, right now, it is more important than ever to price sharp and stay ahead of the curve. You need to make sure you do your homework, know your numbers, and when you are pricing your home, I've said this before, but it's so important, you need to price with authority and you need to price with no room for negotiations. You need to make sure that you are the best priced home in your sub area, in your area, because there are buyers looking and they realize a good price when they see it and know they're not going to try and lowball you if the price is within line market and you are the sharpest priced home in your area. And then when it comes time for the actual rollout, you need to take your time. You need to make sure the house is decluttered. You need to make sure that most likely, yes, you have to get it staged. You have to make sure it shows 10 out of 10 because you are competing with inventory we have not seen in years. So it's so important to grab that buyer's attention. So yes, take the time to do so. And as a seller, maybe it's time to look at how you can use that equity. If you bought your house 3, 5, 7+ years ago, chances are you might be sitting on a healthy amount of equity and you can use that to move up. Maybe that was in the plans, but then you could not do that because prices, they escalated at such a high clip, you missed the boat. Well, maybe that opportunity now presents itself. So look at the numbers, see if maybe if you sell, use that equity, can you move up? Or if you are fine where you're at, perhaps you look at using that equity to pull some out and buy an investment property and time it. You don't need to do it immediately, but make sure maybe you look at the numbers and see if it is a possibility because again, we are seeing prices and values drop at a pretty, decent clip, and there are opportunities out there for you as a seller who has good equity to purchase an investment and build your portfolio. Now let's move on to the buyers. As a buyer, first of all and foremost, we know this is very, very important that you revisit your pre-approval. If you haven't had one done, get it done. It costs you nothing but time. Yes, just time. Connect with the broker, get your numbers, and see where you sit in today's market. Yes, with today's rates are much higher. However, to acquire that asset is much lower than it was this time last year. If you were already shopping but you took a break, maybe revisit the areas that weren't in the equation that you wanted to be in the equation, again, early to mid last year, because the prices have come down, so you could probably get into an area that was out of the question, or maybe you can stay in your area but get more house. But revisit these numbers, revisit the inventory, and look at where you sit, because you might have an opportunity that wasn't provided to you as a buyer for the last 2 to even 3 years. So as far as the year in a whole goes, I feel we will be busier than we were last year. I think there's going to be buyer confidence restored in the market. Once the rates hold, they're going to say, these are the prices, these are the rates, let's get shopping. And they're going to take advantage of the opportunities that are presented to them. Sellers as well. They're going to say, okay, this is it, this is the price, let's get the house sold and move on up or downsize depending on their situation. And I feel as far as values are concerned, They will continue to see a slight decrease, and at the end of the year we'll be in a very balanced market when it comes to prices, and I don't think they're going to come down tremendously like some people are saying. Let me know what you think about this quote-unquote prediction and my outlook on the market for 2023 by leaving a comment in the comments section. I will reply. Thank you for watching this. Again, if you have any real estate needs, book an appointment in the link above. I would love to chat. Stay healthy. Take care.